Hi there! It's been a while since last month I started creating a remaster of my first game called Anime Smasher Remastered, where you need to slap anime cubes. Yeah. But if you didn't watch the previous video and you don't know what the Anime Smasher Remastered is, a short story for you. This is the game which I made 2 years ago and which I accidentally deleted. That's over. And in the last episode, we recreated all the old maps, added a perfect anime model, which is just a cube, and wait. But today we're going to do something more serious, like add a boss fight, create new weapon and a new enemy, and release a full version of the game. So let's do it. I decided to start by making the main menu, because right now, if you try to play, we just show up in the level and see this, and the burning building, which can be some confusing. So I pull myself together and come to work on the main menu. Very evil main menu. And after I spent like 6 hours work on that, it's finally done. You can all manage the settings, I mean just a graphic setting, very useful thing. And you can exit, or if you suddenly decide to play, well, here it is in action, just 3 maps, like in the original game. But I think we have some problems with the first and the second level, and we will start with the first one, because it's very short and garbage and empty. Like I said later, right now if you try to play, the game actually just throws you into the level and says you, man, you need to beat these anime cubes, okay? Which is kinda weird. So to solve all these problems, let's make the first level an introductory level for the player to understand what's happening there and why you need to kill anime cubes. And I started by making a bunch of new 3D models and textures, and now we start playing in the one, very immersive thing, you know? And if we look at that message, whether you like it or not, our player is a sadistic anime hater. But we missed something. And after we pick up the bed, the gate opens and it looks judgy and ugly, so I added a visual effect to the weapon, which is totally not inspired by the tutorial on YouTube, created new animation on the bed, and with some music stuff, this is the final result. After the first level, the player enters to the second level, which makes sense, and to go next, you need to smash all the enemies. But if that seems too long for you, here's the solution. Just go to the server room and turn on a switch that will open the gate without having to kill anyone. But we missed something. I mean, what's on this computer? Oh, my own channel. And I think this is the right time for you to subscribe. Get it? Also, if you notice, now the transition between levels looks judged. So I added this rectangle to the canvas to smoothly darken the camera. And if we make a real-life analogy, we just throw a black cube in your face and change its transparency at the beginning and the end of the level. Yeah, that's how it works. And now you might suppose that our game doesn't have a variety of enemies, just cubes, and cubes. But don't worry, I got one perfect idea about new enemy model. Anime triangle. If you thought there was nothing more than square anime boys, you're wrong. Look at this. And now let's see what we got. The evil new main menu, update the first and the second level, and new perfect type of enemy. But what's next? Something very important. I remembered. Easter eggs. Because, as you know, a lot of games have Easter eggs. Really. And my game is no exception. I like the Dying Light series, so I decided to add one weapon from the second part. I mean, this axe. Or sword. I don't know what is it, but there it is in action. It looks pretty weird, but if you have -10 vision, it looks perfectly acceptable. And if you wanna try this weapon, just click on the bed in the main menu and ta-da! Use it. But listen soon to the gameplay, and for the game to be complete, we need a boss fight, and to the boss fight we need a new map. But in my professional opinion, this is not good location for the boss fight. So far. And after some cosmetics upgrade, this is still very bad location, but with a cool blue lighting, because everybody likes blue lighting. Okay, this task done, and the next is created the boss enemy, and as you know, we have a cube enemy and a triangle enemy, and for the boss model we need something special, because I can't just put the giant cube on the map and call it the boss enemy. Or I can. And since I ran out of ideas by the end of development, the final boss is just the enormous giant cube. Hell yeah. But there's one problem, he's extremely clumsy and stupid, so he's very easy to defeat. So to make the boss fight even more harder, I added spawning enemies from the ceiling, so if you get distracted, they will fill the entire level. And now the boss fight has become even more challenging, since if you stumble left to hit you, you'll fly up and something like that will happen. So just stay away from him, okay? But can we now say this is a ready boss fight? Of course not, because all problem in the music. It's just not there. So we need to write a soundtrack, but in normal games the soundtrack looks something like this. Or this. In my case it looks like... Also I think it's enough for a game about beating up anime cubes. Anyway, the music is ready and this is how it looks right now.
A few moments later.
And now, finally, after weeks of work, we have an almost finished game, and all that's left is to polish some rough edges. I mean, we need to fix a lot of bugs and add some cool features in the game, like first aid kit, a lot of new sounds, and the ambient to the main menu. So, here we are. If you wanna try the final version of the game, I have uploaded it to Peridot.io, so enjoy it. Thanks for watching and see you soon.